guys, so I don't know if to start off with my eyes or just go ahead with my face, but in my own opinion, I think if you're doing like bridal makeups, it's preferable to start off with your eyes so that you don't get fallout when you're done with your face. So start off with your eyes, but for this tutorial I'm going to be starting off with my face because I feel I work faster that way. I'm going to be using the ordinary primer. Now this primer is perfect for people like me with dry skin. It moisturizes the face, like it feels like a lotion, but like a very thick lotion that dries off, being kind of like not really mattifying, but then it dries off smooth. Let me use that word, it dries off smooth. Alright guys, so I'm going to go in with the LA Girl Orange Concealer. And something that I love to do is to mix it up with my foundation and just a little bit of a concealer that is lighter or exactly my skin shade. And that is because I hate like that orange. I really hate the orange look, so I try to like tone down that orange look so that I get something close to my skin tone but still has that orange corrector effect. And when I try to blend out the corrector, I always clean off the excess. As you guys can see, I have glitter on the product, and clean off the excess and blend out so that it doesn't, you know, go over my face and, you know, make all my face orange. I'm just focusing on those specific areas. So yeah, this orange is perfect for me. Alright, so next up for my foundation, I'm going to be using the Photo Perfect foundation from Hair Guy and Esther, and this has a matte finish. And I'm not really a fan of matte finish because I already have dry skin on it. So I'm going to be mixing it with this Shop Eye Candy Illuminator, and this will just give it a bit of a shine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one side without the illuminator and the other side with the illuminator so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go ahead to mix it up with the illuminator on this side and let you guys see. Alright guys, so I don't know if you can see this instantly, but this side has a bit of like sheen, while this side is just dry. Can you see that? This side is dry. So I'm just going to take off the excess product underneath my eyes. So to get that flawless look, I would recommend to use a beauty blender, a soft beauty blender that is damp and not wet, and just use that to like blend out the makeup. This gives it a very even airbrushed look. Alright, so to highlight my face, I'm going to be using the Fawn. This is the LA Girl in the shade Fawn. And I'm also going to be using, I think, Colourpop No Filter Concealer. So I'm just going to apply this. So what I'm going to do next is to just apply a couple of drops underneath my eyes, because I want that area to be really highlighted. So I'm going to let this dry off a bit. So to contour my face, I'm going to be using the Black Opal Stick Foundation, and this is in the shade Nutmeg. Alright, so I'm going to use my foundation brush to properly blend it out. So for my contour, I like to just buff it up a bit. You definitely want to buff it up a bit as opposed to swiping it down. Never do that, guys. Just blend it up. Alright, so I'm just, for underneath my eyes, I'm just going to use my blender and just gently press it down. And also blend it out so that it mixes up with the contour just on my cheekbone, so that Alright, so I'm just going to be using the banana powder, the banana powder first off to kind of like set my face. So I wouldn't advise to bake, but I like to bake or to like do this my nose area because I find that it really actually slims down the nose. So I'm just going to do this on my nose just to further slim it down a lot, and instantly you guys can already see that. So I'm just going to be applying just a little bit of powder just to catch any fallout from the eyeshadow that we will be applying right now. Alright guys, so for my eyes, I'm going to first of all go in with my concealer. Alright, so I'm going to just blend that out again just to remove any creasing, and then set it down with my light loose setting powder. I'm going to start off with a transition shade. So I'm going to first of all go in with this very light shade. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's giving off like a bit of a yellowish, brownish, orangish shade, but it's very subtle. So next up, I'm going in with this darker brown shade, and I'm going to be using like very little, applying that just below that crease. And I'm not applying it on the crease because by the time I blend it, it would fade into the crease. Just underneath my crease and work that into it. Alright, so for my lids now, I'm going to be using an eyeshadow base, and I'm going to be using this one from NYX. It's pretty similar to the jumbo pencil. And for my eyes, I'm going to be using this palette, and this is the Teos Cosmetics, the Dolly Lana palette. So first of all, I'm going to be using this purple shade right here, and I'm going to be using that on the outer corners of my eyes. So yeah, next stop here, I'm going to be using this pink shade. I think it's very beautiful. Guys, this is what it looks like without even using a setting spray. How about that? Yeah, but what I'm tempted to do now is to use, I'm going to still blend it out properly, so don't mind me. I'm tempted to use this glitter right here, but I'm hoping it doesn't spoil the look. I'm going to be using that glitter, and I'm going to just be taking just a little bit and applying that way, guys. I need to turn off the light so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I just turned off the light so you guys can see the glitter and the pink properly. Sorry about that though. Right. As well. Yes. I mixed this two orange shades on the center, on this, just this part right here, just to blend out that pink and that orange. Okay, so now I think I'm done with my eyeshadow. So what I'm going to do right now is to just go ahead and line my eyes, put on my mascara as well as my eyelashes, and I will do that. Alright guys, so I went ahead to fix my lashes, and I think this might be the only thing wrong with this look. I think the lashes are too heavy for a bridal look, but we're still going to use it because I like how it looks right now. So So I'm just going to dust off my face with my setting powder, and this is the Hair and Esther powder in the shade HC24. I'm just going to go underneath my eyes, and now we're all clean. So to contour my face, I'm going to be using the same palette. I'm going to be using this dark shade right here. I'm just going to use that to just chisel out my face a bit, just a bit, because we already contoured. This would set the contour. Take that right here as well. Now I'm just going to buff the brush just around my face, just to remove any harsh lines. Now for my nose, I'm going to be using a more precise brush with very little product on it. I'm going to use this highlight palette from Makeup Revolution, and I'm going to mix this gold shade here, this silver shade, with this one. So what I'm going to do now is to kind of like smudge out my bottom lash, and I'm using that orange shade from the same palette that we used. Alright, so I'm going to take that purple, apply that just at the outer corner, and connect it with the top purple. Just connect it with the purple on the top lid as well. I'm going to be using a brown lip pencil to line my lips. So for my lips, I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution's nude lipstick in the shade Amplification. Yeah, lip amplification, and just apply that. Alright, by the time I add my lip gloss, it's going to all come together. I'm going to be using my Fenty Beauty. Yes, and I'm just going to apply that. This lip gloss is everything and more. So yeah, this is it. I'm going to go ahead and spray my face. So I went ahead to just spray my face so that everything comes together. And I'm just going to let it dry for a couple of seconds or minutes, and I'm going to fix up my hair, tie everything that needs to be tied, and I'll be back in a minute.